Head beach coach from Chattanooga, Darin Van Horn, in his fifth season. Uh, Chattanooga's picked to finish second this season. Each season in your program, you've set new standards for wins. Kind of talk about how just increasing the excitement and expectations that you guys have heading into the 2024 season.
Yeah, I think when I kind of started building this program, and as I was recruiting some beach only players to help the program, we talk a lot about just being able to set the standard, build something special that they can always say was theirs, and kind of create something that they can look back on and be proud of. And I think we've been able to do that over the last couple of years. We're very competitive people, so just playing the sport isn't something we want to do. We want to attack it and try to be successful at it, and be competitive with the rest of the country. And so I think they embrace that mindset, and they do it well. And they've created their own culture, I would say, that makes it desirable for people to want to come play with them. And so I give them a lot of credit for helping me build this program.
Last year, your team finished second in the regular season. You guys are picked to finish second again. Kind of what are some of your thoughts about the upcoming season?
Yeah, I think we're super excited about this season. We don't mind being picked second. We get everybody back, and so I think we have a little bit of a chip on our shoulder. I think the way the season ended last year in the tournament didn't go the way we wanted to. I mean, Moorhead's a good team, to give them credit, but I think our team's hungry, and they were pretty young last year. So getting a lot of people back that have had a year of experience under their belt. We had a decent amount of freshmen and just new faces. So being able to use them again this year, having everybody back is always a plus. You know what you're getting, and you just try to improve into the next season. Maybe they learn a few things along the way, and so we feel really good about that in attacking this season. I think it's we hope it's going to be a special one. I think the conference is going to get tougher, though. I think some of these teams that are newer to the conference are just going to get better as well. So we don't take anything for granted, but we want to push and try to be a little bit better than last year. So.
Now you mentioned that everyone's back, so it's kind of the loaded question here. It's like, what do you like most about this team, and what are some of the strengths outside of everyone returning?
Yeah, I think the strengths are what you're getting. They have been successful throughout the year, a year of growth. Like I said, I think that they're still hungry. They want to, like I said, they still want to, and for lack of a better term, I guess, put this the program on the map even more. We talk about doing things for the first time, our first season, first win, first whatever, and they're hungry for more. They're never satisfied. They want to keep being the first at things for this program. And so I think that's the strength of them. They mesh well together. They push each other. I'm really proud of them for the fact that, as a dual sport coach, in a sense, our beach only players, they really embrace, making the most of what they have and getting the most out of it. So, for them, I think that's a blessing to coach. And I just think it's going to be a strength of ours going into the season, that they're going to be hungry for more. A lot of them had a lot of success, and they're able to teach, even some more newcomers that are coming in, kind of what it looks like and how we can grow. We have a really good leadership group within the team. And so I think that helps a lot as well.
So you have four players that are listed on the OVC Preseason's top 10 list, and that's led by Neva Clark. And can you tell us a little bit about your squad and some of the parents you look forward to this season?
Yeah, I think so. Last year we had 10 players only, and so that kind of tied my hands quite a bit as far as what we could do and how we could evolve. But this year we have a much larger roster. We're looking at 16, 17 kids. So it allows me to have a little more freedom to mix things up, but we also know that we have a lot of things that worked well for us last year. So I think we have a lot of options. That's a beauty and a curse as far as me having options to choose from. But also knowing that, I can rely on what we had going for us last year. And I know how that functions and how that works. And so I think that's a big strength of ours as well.
Okay. What is kind of one of that one thing that you guys need? You've kind of touched on a lot of different things. Well, what is the one thing that your team needs to be in contention to pulling down that OVC championship this season?
Yeah, I think the word finish comes to mind a lot. I think we've been pretty competitive in a lot of different settings, especially for the first half of games, halves of duels, matches, whatever you want to call it. But I think we just need to learn to finish and be confident in ourselves to finish. Like I said, we had a lot of freshmen, a lot of new faces last year, or even just new pairs at different levels. And so I think their confidence level was able to grow a lot from last year in that sense of, they're confident they can finish, they can execute the play. Neva has been able to lead us really, really well as far as being kind of the player of the year, and her and Joy were the pair of the year last year. So, they haven't let that go to their head at all, but I think it allowed them to be a lot more confident. Joy was playing in the fives pair the year before that. And so I think, getting into that top pair, she just really embraced it over time. And, it was, I think, a little intimidating to her at times, but, I think she enjoyed it and she loved the challenge of it. So, and then in the twos pair, you had, names right now. In the twos pair, you had Kenny, her name's McKenna, but we call her Kenny. And then Maddie Lisick, who we call Lee. They were freshmen and actually they performed really, really well in the tournament. But I think they're just gaining confidence, and with new freshmen coming in, I think it's allowing them to kind of speak upon that, because I don't know that, they were as confident in themselves throughout the whole year, but they grew tremendously, in my opinion, throughout the year of just mentally being in the moment, and just playing point for point and being confident that no matter what the score looks like, we can come back, or we can stay ahead, and just focus on executing what's in front of you, staying in the moment of the game. And so I think that's something that's really grown for us, and hopefully will be the success, I think, for us this year.
So going into this year, you open up with a couple of very tough tournaments. It's a very competitive schedule. Right out the bat, you head down to Jacksonville, Florida, and play some strong teams, including, a Florida International squad in Jacksonville and such. And kind of talk about, what your thoughts are about the schedule and how this is going to help you guys prepare.
Yeah, I would say I just think we're ready to be battle tested a little bit more this year. We're excited just to be able to see these teams as well. There's a lot of teams on this schedule that we have never really played before. And so we're excited to kind of see new faces, as well as strong opponents. Obviously the Florida area is a very strong East Coast portion of the beach volleyball. And so we want to kind of get our nose in there and see what happens. And, we don't mind getting punched around a little bit and punching back. And, we just want to be competitive and we want to see what we're made of a little bit. I think, having everybody returning, feeling strong about where we're at, we just want to be challenged and we want to challenge other people and kind of see where we are on the yardstick, as my high school coach would say, as far as what we need to win a championship. And so I think there's no better way than going to challenge yourself against teams that are potentially better than you. You've got FIU and South Carolina, who have traditionally been ranked in the top 25. And so, we want to see where we stand or how we can compete against those types of teams. And I know the team's very excited about that and just ready to get down there and get ready to go. So.
Well, Coach, we definitely appreciate your time. We thank you very much. And we wish you the best of luck this season.
Thank you. I appreciate it.